I want to know, how did this go down with you, and what happened to where you were suddenly in the center of it? I mean, there are YouTube things out saying fire Ben Fritz. I mean, people went crazy.
If you Google my name, what's one of the top 10 results is a petition to fire Ben Fritz. That's
so
right.
How did this piece end up offending so many people? And was there anything you, I don't know, looking back, think that you could have done differently? Or has this all been blown out of proportion? I mean, I don't know if you really think Schellberg is an anti-Semite or racist, or was this just a massive case of like, clickbait, the most popular YouTuber is this and this.
Look, I mean, so let's start with what is the story, right? So the article in the journal, right? This was all prompted by a colleague of mine saw that the neo-Nazi website had labeled PewDiePie like their favorite YouTuber or something, and we were surprised by that. We had nobody even watching his videos. They're, in my opinion, if you're an adult and not a fan of his, very tough to watch.
Had you even know who PewDiePie was before?
Yes, I did know who he was, but I had not watched his videos. I just knew he was really popular. So then we started looking into it. We started watching some of his videos. We found these ones that had a lot of jokes about Hitler and death to Jews and that kind of stuff. And what was very clear to us was like, this was certainly not in keeping with the policies of Disney. Correct. Or the policies of Google, which owns YouTube, and where he had like a special advertising deal with them. Right. And we did very something simple. We cataloged the videos. We said this was going to be what we thought a pretty straight ahead article saying this is the kind of content he's doing. He's affiliated with Disney and Google, period. I covered Disney. I called Disney for comment. They asked for a day, and what seemed like they seemed to have done in that day was to watch all his videos that nobody there had been watching, frankly. Right. And their response was, we're severing ties with him. So that became the article then. Okay. I should note, because as you said, we were criticized for this, we made aggressive efforts to reach out to him before this article was published. Yeah. And, we did everything we possibly could to get to him. He could not have been surprised by what we published. The Wall Street Journal would never engage in surprise journalism like that. Right. Okay, so this article runs. His ties with Disney have been severed. And let me just ask me, how much is that really going to hurt him? Well, it's revenue. Right. I mean, that's one of the big ways he makes money. Right. Right. So it hurts his wallet. That's the way it hurts him. And he can't make as much money from advertising deals because Maker would arrange sponsorships for him. It's one of the big things they did. And then through Google, he got a bigger cut of the advertising. So that got cut off. And then people started, my big problem with all this was sort of a misunderstanding. You can criticize me. You can say what you want about my tweets from the past. You don't like them. Whatever. That's your opinion. I don't believe in being offended by tweets. Right. I know you don't. I don't think you feel that way. But somebody feels that way. Yeah. So be it. But there's this misunderstanding. They were like, why did the Wall Street Journal want to get PewDiePie? Why were they after him? Correct. That was the question. That was the thing. And there's this, to me, I would not say this about all young people, but with some young people who've grown up consuming a certain kind of quote unquote journalism online, it's all agenda driven, right? Everything has an opinion behind it. And the idea that you could write something without an agenda, that I could just be like, this is an interesting contrast. This is news. I don't care whether Disney's response was, yeah, he's controversial and that's why we work with him. Fine. That would have been it. Right. I didn't write it to get him fired. Right. But they can't conceive of that. So they think I must have been out to get him. I must have been out to get him fired. And then the conspiracy thinking starts. And there was crazy conspiracy stuff. And that's why they can call me a hypocrite, because they assume that the article was meant to take down PewDiePie and that I think he's an anti-Semite. They can't conceive that I don't actually... Obviously, I'm a human being. I have an opinion. My opinion of it was not the reason this article was written. Right. And so there can't be hypocrisy because I am not attacking him for being anti-Semitic. Right.